All right, Matt, just walk us through the weekend. You dropped the opener, but then come back strong in the last two games to take the series.
Yeah, I saw a lot of positives and a lot of negatives. Obviously, I hate to drop a game down there, but I always tell our guys we want to win series on the road and sweep it home. So I love the way our guys came back. I thought we played very poor opening day, which is very sad. Guys just, it was almost like we were pressing way too much. Struck out way too much. What we talk about always is play good defense, throw strikes, and execute offensively. We didn't do any of those in game one. I think we had 8 walks. They had 3 walks. We had an error in game one. They didn't have any, and then we struck out 12 times. And if you do those kind of things, you're going to lose. I don't care who it's against. You're going to lose if you play that poorly. But I do love the way we responded. We're still not very good right now, honestly, especially offensively. We're not putting the ball in play, not grinding with 2 strikes, some of the stuff that we talk about on a daily basis. We're not doing a very good job of it, so we've got to adjust some things. We've got to do a better job of coaching, and really just that game one, we just wasn't ready to compete at the level that we needed to compete at.
Last 5-6 years, you talked about how the foundation for your success, a lot of it has been pitching. Did you kind of see a lot of that this weekend too in the last 2 games, at least as far as?
Yeah, honestly, I was really proud of our pitchers for the most part. Obviously Matthew didn't throw well Friday, but again, we didn't do a very good job of coaching as well. So a lot of that falls on us. But I thought our bullpen did an unbelievable job all weekend. Even in game 1, Noah Bartlett came in, did a really good job. Chris Rodriguez. I think all weekend we gave up 2 runs out of the bullpen, so that's encouraging there. Obviously, Zach Dixon. He was dominant in game 2, and then Todd Danzeisen, I thought did a great job. Really, he shouldn't have given up any runs. We gave up a pass ball that really shouldn't have been. We shouldn't have that pass ball either, or he would have had a shutout there as well. So, all in all, I thought our pitchers did a pretty good job. Again, I still think we're walking too many guys, but that stuff early on, sometimes that happens. We'll need to clean those things up, and I think we will. I think this team has a chance to be really good on the mound. Again, we're not pitching with all of our guys. We had to kind of watch our bullpen on Friday. I was really worried with Matthew only going 4 innings. I thought that was going to kill our bullpen for the rest of the weekend. Ended up not, because Zach kind of bailed us out in game 2 by going pretty deep into that game and keeping his pitch count down. So was glad about that. But again, we got a lot of things to get better at. But fortunately, it was the opening weekend, and unfortunately, we started with conference, and dropped a game that we'd like to get back.
Coach, give me that report card. I need each of the facets of the game.
Well, I'd say hitting-wise, we're an F right now. We've got to get a lot better. I'd say probably the high C, low B on the pitching side of things. I still think we can get a lot better there. Defensively, I honestly thought we played pretty well. Maybe a B+ in there. I thought we did pretty. I think we only had 2 errors over the weekend. Our shortstop made one in game 1 that he will never make. I mean, it was just I think it comes back to nerves or something. Just threw a ball away, which we hadn't seen him do that all year. And then in game 3, we had a throw and error from the outfield, which just advanced a runner. And just honestly, it just kind of bounced the wrong way and got an error. So really, I was pleased with our defense, but we can still get better in those areas as well.
All right, looking at home opener this weekend against St. Ed's, just what challenges do you think they present?
They're typically one of the best teams in the region. I think before last year, they had made something like 11 or 12 straight regionals. They're a really tough team. I think they dropped 2 out of 3 against Lubbock Christian this past weekend, but we expect them to be a really good team. They're very physical usually. Don't know much about them right now. It's so early in the year. Nobody knows their teams. I said that last week in the media. We don't know our team right now. I'm sure they don't know their team. They're probably looking just to get a little bit better from last weekend. So are we. We've got to be a lot better this weekend than we were last weekend. I think that we will be. Usually we tend to hit it a lot better at home. So hopefully we're more of the offensive team that I think that we can be. I've told everybody I really think this is one of my better offensive teams that we've had the last 5 or 6 years, but we definitely didn't show it this past weekend, so we've got to get better in that area, and we're going to need to. We're going to need to be clicking on all cylinders. I mean, it's a big home weekend. Hopefully we can get big crowds. The weather's showing to be pretty nice, so hopefully we'll have a lot of support from the community out there.
Keon Givens is back this year. Just how important is it for him to be able to get on base and to be able to use his legs to steal?
Very important. I kind of crawled in him after game one a little bit because he's a leadoff guy and he's swinging for the fences right now a lot. I think he had 6 strikeouts this past weekend. He's a guy that he can fly, man. You saw it in game 3. They walked him and he stole second, stole third, and then they threw a ball away to score a run. I mean, that's the type of player that we need him to be. We don't need him to hit home runs. We don't need him to do a lot offensively. We need him to find a way to get on base if it's getting hit or whatever. And so he's got to change his mindset a little bit. We're going to talk with him a little bit this week because, I think he had 5 or 6 strikeouts this past weekend, which it's not good. It's not a good weekend, and I know he's not happy about his weekend that he had. And, we need him to be who he is, and that is a speed guy because when he gets on base, he is the best player in the country.